All right, Sport Plus mode engaged, and yeehaw! Oh yeah, this thing is corner as well. It's a lot of fun. Do-do-do-do-do. A little slick this morning, so hold off a little bit of the throttle, and nail it. Oh yeah, bye-bye snow. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Oh, hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. On this channel, you'll find truck and SUV news, reviews, and cool stories, and crazy stuff I do, like this one. You should hit subscribe, click the bell, and smash the like button. We're out here in a 2020 Acura RDX A-Spec with a beautiful white exterior color and a really cool looking red interior. It's a very fun SUV, and very clearly why it's one of the top sellers in this compact segment. It's like number one over like the BMW X3, which I'll link above. I had a review of that, and the Lexus NX, which I'm actually getting today as a press loan for 7 days. So it's kind of crazy how all that kind of worked out. I've been driving this Acura RDX A-Spec for a week now, and in this video I'm going to give you a review of this vehicle. I'm going to talk to you about the exterior, the interior. I'm going to talk to you about some neat features this year, especially the trackpad system that's set up for the infotainment screen. And I'm going to go ahead and give you some driving impressions. I'm going to mix some manufacturer B-roll with some video I'm going to take as well because, well, it's snowy and my vehicle's all full of snow and stuff, even though I'm trying to shake it off with the snow. With the driving, I'm trying to shake off the snow with the driving. But I'm going to mix it together, give you a really good overview. And I have some really interesting slides Acura sent me, pointing out the value of this vehicle versus competitors, and how many different, the features you get versus competitors. This is an Ohio-built SUV, and in this configuration I'm driving today, it comes in at $47,000. Let's go ahead and get the exterior and do the interior, give you some thoughts on a few things in the interior as well, and we'll do my driving impressions, because there's a stop sign. Let's talk about the exterior of this vehicle. You can see this really beautiful landscape behind it. It's a very much a smaller vehicle when you get up close to it. It's a very small size. This is the compact SUV. It's going to seat 5 with the mid-row taking 3. Typically, it's going to seat 2, really. I mean, for as far as a driver, passenger, maybe a couple people in the back for around town kind of trips. It's really stylish. I really like the exterior look to it. I like the front end. Even though that big Acura is on the grille, it doesn't look like it's that overwhelming in person. And the lights are pretty cool looking. And in the rear, it really just shapes nicely. Dual exhaust back there. The LED lights just go right in, and the fog lamps. And you can see that signature lights by the headlights there. And you can see that grille. Like I said, up front, it doesn't look as big as it is in person as it is much on the screen. But it just has a really good look to this. I think they did a great job designing it, and I think that it is something that stands out in the segment. It doesn't look like the other SUVs, and it's more unique, and I think that's part of the appeal. So the key parts of this Acura RDX is the fact that, number one, it's the first time Acura has its own platform. It's not an upfitted Honda. It is its own platform. It's the 4th generation of the SH all-wheel drive system. This is 40% greater max torque capacity, 30% faster torque transfer. Just means a lot more torque capacity and faster off the line. It's rear biased, so 70% of the power to the rear in normal driving conditions. So it drives like a rear wheel drive vehicle. 100% of the rear axle torque can be transferred to left or right wheels. Inside, they have a couple of key innovations. It's an all-new sport seat. This is an Acura exclusive high-strength steel frame. So this frame is going to be stronger and lighter than other steel frames for seats. It's standard 12-way power, driver and passenger, and available 16-way power, which is best in class. It's got an ELS Studio 3D audio. It's got speakers in the ceilings, and it's 16 speakers, 700 watts around. I'll demo this in the video. 4 Highline speakers deliver immersive sounds. That's the 4 Highline, which is the ones in the roof panels, and is acoustic motion control, which is a software that allows the sound to sound like it's everywhere. True touchpad interface. It's the first ever use of absolute positioning. I'll show this in a little bit. Large screen position near the driver's natural line of sight, and customizable driver's preferences, natural voice recognition. The one I'm driving this week is a new A-Spec. It's new to RDX. It has A-Spec interior styling, A-Spec 20-inch alloy wheels, LED fog lights, the A-Spec interior styling, and the ELS Studio, and the ultra suede ventilated front seats. What's interesting about the A-Spec is that percentage of buyers under 45 years old is 34%. So 34% of buyers under 45 get the A-Spec, and everybody over 45 basically gets the other trims. So it's more of a younger person's RDX, or more active person who wants a little more driving experience, which makes sense. You'll see in a little bit as I do the driving experience. And I'm going to put this chart on the screen because I think it's pretty interesting. It's what Acura sent me. It's some information as far as pricing, and you can see that the Acura RDX stands out against the competition as far as low price and standard features. Okay, a couple things on the interior as I kind of showed you that nice looking B-roll, but a couple, like I said, I want to point out is a really nice tray here for your phone to plug in, and also have a spot for it to kind of lay. So I like that. I like the cup holders here. I like the space down here too. You can put bags, or if you're a lady, you have a purse or something down there, and it works out pretty well. Plus you have some charging ports, so you have a pretty good amount of room there, which is nice. The new thing for this model year they really want to focus on is this touchpad screen. Touchpad interface here, I should say differently. It's kind of nice. It's got a nice piece of trim work here. It's a little bit of padding, but it's nice. It's kind of soft touch, especially when it warms up. It's really nice soft touch. It's really cold right now, so it's not a soft touch. But what's nice with this is it works this screen up top, and it's pretty simple. It's a absolute positioning. So if I find a spot like middle center, and I press middle top center, it easily goes through and finds. Kind of follow my fingers, and it easy goes through the system. What's nice too is I can go through and I can remove apps, I can add apps, I can move stuff around. I can really edit it like my cell phone. Then it's got the side screen over here, which I can access on the side pad here, and kind of go through the different screens. Pretty easy, flip through some stuff. And I have a home button, and I can see different places I can go to. So it's a pretty nice system. It works really accurately. They did a good job with it, and like I said, you can customize it. And also, there's natural voice recognition with the Bluetooth. So you can say more natural stuff like, "I need to find a grocery store," or "I need to find a store," and it really does work well with that. So it's a good feature there. They've really updated that. I like the screen as far as where it's set. I have some snow. I'm waiting for the car to warm up actually, but you can see where. You can keep your eyes off the road a little bit. It becomes intuitive. Your hand goes right here, and you're not really worried about taking your eyes off the road too badly. Plus, there's a volume knob. Very important. Took me a little bit to find that the other day, and it's really nice to do that volume knob. The thing this has is a pretty kick-ass stereo system, and so like I said, a really kick-ass stereo system, and I think I found a way to play some music on it. I'm going to go and throw that in the GoPro up and do some driving, and I think I can sync my cell phone and play some copyright-free music. I'm trying first time, because typically you can't play music in reviews because they ding you for copyright laws. But I have a song that's got some bass to it that we're going to try out the system with. On the dash, what's kind of cool is this right there. It's a turbo light, and the more you get in the turbo, the more it grows, and it gets bigger, and it's just cool. It's nothing. There's nothing else about it. It's just kind of cool to watch. I wonder if I can do it real fast. Yep. You can kind of see where that turbo kind of kicks in as I get the accelerator. It's just fun. It's like a starship ready for takeoff. And one more thing on the inside here, like I kind of talked about the red interior of the seats, the way the styling is. I really like it, but they have dynamic mode here, which changes the driving. So you can get Sport, Sport Plus, Snow, Comfort mode. I usually drive a lot in Comfort mode because that's all you need, but when you go to Sport, Sport Plus, and there's a little ding, and then you can see it on the screen down there, it changes down by the outside temperature. You can see what mode you're in. As far as getting in and getting out, I do have the lock system here for locking the doors, the keyless entry. Getting in is pretty nice, kind of smooth right in. I don't really have any concerns about that. Let me get it in the shade. Plenty of headroom there and easy getting in and out. I have a full panoramic moonroof in here too, which is pretty nice for really letting in some sunshine. Let's look at the back seats. So we get these back seats. I haven't really used them. I haven't taken the kids anywhere, but getting in the back here. Again, pretty good entrance for getting in and out, and I got plenty of headroom back here. Good amount of space, good amount of width. Yeah, pretty comfortable back here, and pretty comfortable seats. These are some new seats for the A-Spec, and or the RDX, I should say. And so far, I've been really happy with them. Pretty comfortable driving around. Heated seats work really well for heating up, maybe even a little bit too much. I've had to turn it down a little bit. Okay, in the back here, we have a pretty good amount of cargo room. You can fit some good luggage back there. I got groceries the other day, lots of good space back there. Nice little cubby hole. I put my milk in there yesterday, worked pretty well. What you'll notice as well is it's indented on both sides, which makes it easy for the best sport in the world. Do it one-handed. But if you get that over there and you get it there, plenty of room for a set of golf clubs there. You could probably do a couple sets and with shoes and such, but it's nice to make that that's probably as wide as you're going to need it for carrying a lot of stuff. Okay, let's talk about this engine bay. This is the 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine. We have overall, I think it's pretty good, but there's a few problems I have about it. Windshield fluid here, easy to get to, nice spot. We add oil here, but we also check oil here, which if this is hot, it's kind of a tough spot. And yeah, I don't know if I like that. I think it could be in a better spot so the engine doesn't get so hot around that. We're checking the oil. We have fuse boxes, the batteries over here, and brake fluid. So pretty easy to get to a lot of the stuff, but I'm not really a big fan of that. All right, I think I got it figured out for music. So let's go ahead and try it and see what happens. I'm going to rewind it back, turn my volume up. Oh, here we go. So this is an ELS Studio 3D, 16 speakers, I believe it was, 700 amps. They got speakers up along here as well as, ooh, wait, I got to turn that up. This is some YouTube copyright-free music. And you can hear that bass hit. And this is the stock system in the A-Spec. I believe it's stock. Again, I'll go over that when I get home. That sounds pretty good. And that's not even, I'm about... There's how loud it goes. Got people looking at me in the parking lot. That's pretty badass. There you go. I have figured out how to show or listen or something video of audio on YouTube, copyright free. Yeah. Proud of myself. So there you go. There's my exterior thoughts and interior thoughts on this 2020 Acura RDX. Now on the road when you're driving, it's just a lot of fun. It's really clear that turbocharged 4-cylinder is perfect for this size of vehicle. It's got plenty of power. Even I drive a lot in comfort mode this week because I like the way the suspension hits the bumps around my area versus the Sport Plus mode. And even in the comfort mode, I have no need for additional power. It's got the perfect amount. It's not asking for any more. As far as handling wise, driver inputs really responds well, and it's really a smooth riding SUV. I mean, I'm driving on some really bad roads right now, and it's handling it well. Like I said, I like to drive a lot in comfort mode around here just because the quality of pavement we have really sucks. So I would say overall, I've driven this versus the BMW X3, and I'll drive the NX, which I've driven before. I would say this is a great combination of a smooth riding vehicle with not like numb driving characteristics. So you still get some driving feel, you still get some response as you're turning and as you're handling, and it's not numb in those regards. It doesn't sacrifice a lot of the comfort on the suspension versus like other vehicles where they do maybe more comfortable, less driving, or they do a lot of good driving dynamics and not very comfortable. I think this is a good marriage between the two. And for the price point, I mean, it's really saved quite a bit of money versus the BMW. And you're really going to end up with a really good SUV, I think. Honda's known for liability. Acura is the premium brand. It's a cool looking ride. I can see why the customer base is really a younger buyer, because this really is attractive to that younger buyer. And it's more like a sports car SUV in that you get that performance without having to sacrifice climbing in and out of the vehicle. And I don't miss a stick shift in here at all. I think this is got paddle shifters to make up for that, and I have the dynamic driving modes, and it's a lot of fun to drive. There you go. There are my thoughts on this 2020 Acura RDX A-Spec. Remember, for more pickup truck and SUV news, check us out on pickuptrucktalk.com. Those 3 words work again on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Type it in. Trust me, you'll find us. We're there. I've done it. I do funny memes. I do funny stuff. I have a good old time. So thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you down the road. Yeah. I'll be sad when they take this back.